Every year in the United States, there is an average of 770 million cupcakes consumed. Cupcakes have become trendier in recent years, and the cupcake-specific shop industry has had major spikes in prevalence and popularity. Today I'm going to tell you the few simple steps necessary to make a batch of cupcakes that everyone will love. The first step to baking the perfect cupcake is gathering all the ingredients you need to make the cupcakes. This may require a trip to the store, or you might have all the ingredients on hand ready to use. The ingredients you will need to make these particular vanilla cupcakes are sugar, flour, baking soda, butter, oil, vanilla, and sour cream. The ingredients needed for the chocolate frosting are cocoa powder, powdered sugar, milk, butter, and vanilla extract. After gathering all of these ingredients, there are a few kitchen tools that will also be needed. The things you will need to gather from the kitchen are muffin pans, cupcake liners, a mixer and mixing bowl, measuring cups and spoons, hot pads, and a spatula. After gathering all materials and ingredients, the oven can be preheated to 350 degrees. Once all the ingredients are gathered, it is time to begin putting them together. The first step is to mix the wet ingredients together. This includes the eggs, butter, oil, vanilla, and sour cream. After these ingredients are well blended together, the sugar can be added and well blended into the wet ingredients. After several minutes of all the wet ingredients and sugar being blended, once there is no visible sugar, then the remaining dry ingredients, which is the flour and baking soda, can be slowly poured and added until completely blended through with no clumps of powder still visible. Once the batter is created, it is time to place the batter in the muffin cups. This process can be a bit tricky because it is important to avoid the sides of the cups because small drips of batter can burn onto the pan while baking. The easiest way to do this is to scoop a large scoop of batter with a spoon and drop them individually into each cup. Be careful to avoid drips and wipe any that may fall onto the pan. After all cups are filled, the cupcakes are ready to bake. Place the muffin pan in the middle of the rack on the oven and set the timer for 25 minutes. Now while the cupcakes are baking, you have time to make the frosting and clean up your dishes. To make the frosting, the milk, butter, vanilla, powdered sugar, and cocoa powder need to be combined and well blended until no clumps of powder are remaining. Once the icing is well blended, it can be placed in the fridge until it is time to frost the cupcakes. Now you can utilize the time you have remaining while the cupcakes are finishing up baking to wash all of your tools and clean up your work area. Once the timer beeps, it is important to check that the cupcakes are fully cooked. Before removing them from the oven, this can be done by inserting a toothpick into the center of a cupcake and inspecting the toothpick to see if it comes out clean or with liquid batter still on it. If there is liquid batter on the toothpick, the cupcakes need more time to bake. Add 2 more minutes to the timer and wait and check again. After those 2 minutes, a toothpick can be put into the cupcake again. Once the toothpick is removed and cleaned, then the cupcake can be taken out of the oven. The cupcakes need to cool completely before they can be frosted. It is important to allow 5 to 10 minutes for the cupcakes to cool in the pan before dumping them out on the counter to finish cooling. After the 10 minutes cooling in the pan, they can be dumped and allowed to cool on the counter so that they will cool a bit quicker. Once the cupcakes are completely cooled, it is time to frost them. The best technique to frost a cupcake is to use a knife with a good amount of frosting on it and move the knife in a circular motion over the top of the cupcake until the frosting is smooth. You can add any sprinkles and cupcake topper decorations to the top of the cupcakes depending on the event or party that they are being used for. There are also many fun ways to display cupcakes and lots of different stands and towers that can be used. The best part after making cupcakes is getting to eat them and share them with family and friends. Cupcakes are often a crowd favorite and would be easy to make for your next occasion that involves dessert. Another great attribute of cupcakes is that the flavor and frosting combinations are almost endless. A recent book came out with over 300 cupcake and frosting combinations for beginners. Baking takes practice, and following these simple steps to make cupcakes will surely help improve your skills as a baker and create something that everyone will love.